as we see HSSM driving past KDF.
They haven't reloaded. Oh, wait. No. Oh, there are two on that bike, too.
Oh, that would have been
turn
devastating
around,
for 4.
No.
Oh, this is terrible.
They're running.
That's 2 knocks.
In the open, and Heaven has never had an easier time eliminating 2.
That was a disaster for 4AM. Oh, it could be even worse.
Please, guys. I mean, honestly, for Quantum Freaks, thank you for him. They needed something going their way. And if it's people running around in the open at 2 minutes 10, they'll take that any day of the week. But for 4AM, that is abysmal.
If you get caught in there, it's very hard. And Xiao Wu will find Lucarux. VP now in a position that is not favorable.
Again, a completely unscoutable approach here. Nixie and the Virtus Pro boys has to just full speed send it 1 down on each side. Lucarux might be able to get back on his feet unless if Xiao Wu can do something about it. The issue is they were in a 2-2 split. You can see Sushu, Little Ghost as well, starting to make their way in this direction. But will they get here in time? As Xiao Wu spotted in the open, but EB is able to take him down.
What an absolute turn. I said unfavorable. VP looked to be turning that fight around, but all of a sudden, Xiao Wu doing exactly what was necessary, getting that knock and slowing down VP, but he will go down.
Yep, Xiao Wu will fall, and that might be 17 trying to leave. The issue is I don't think they can at this point. In the meantime, T1 just cannot catch a break, and they're going to fall because of it. Sushu with a response. Sushu finds one, Lil Ghost finds the other, and Virtus Pro, despite honestly timing it right, getting a good approach in the compound, realizing potentially that it was a 2-2 split, will fall to 17 Gaming.
And at the very least, 17 has 4 points and at least 2 members still alive, which they have done quite a bit with. Islef now turning his sights onto the members of 4AM. GodV will fall, and that will be a confirmed kill.
11.5 minutes in, and we are 13 players
This is
down.
Death Row. This circle, man. Yeah, it's sparking, unfortunately, for Petrichor will pick one off. Chewy will fall. Irina now trying to make the same run, and Falcons have had full line of sight on this, and they've done a significant amount of damage. 2 members will fall. Jacob and Larix now, just 2 members left, but no, just 1. Irina's in shambles.
Look at the look at the tracers on the bottom right. Everyone is trying to take out Petrichor. It's just Ixlex left, but he will find one and immediately be taken down after Luke cleaning up on this side. And I guess now everyone in the circle knows there's a shack available with about 200 smokes in it.
Absolute bloodbath, this circle. And as you said, the developers tried to just give some form of cover or some options to get down that south side hill or up that south side hill, but it's still just so difficult.
Yep. And here we have the fight we've been waiting for. Cerberus against All Gamers Global. Tycon against his former team in Cerberus. Cest able to get back on his feet as this Vietnamese brawl will now pop off. 2 players on the side of Cerberus, down to low HP already. Certi pushing on forward, spotted Haisaki behind the car.
Haisaki going for a spray, but no Zest will find that. In fact, Tycon will find Duckby, and there are no trades. All Gamers with the full advantage. Certi finally goes down with Himas' answer.
Himas
and that is it.
No! Himas versus Tycon. When would you have thought you were going to get to see that? But it's going to be Sapao taking him out. And you know what? Fair play.
Clean fight.
Tycon said it. I know all their strats. I can take him out. And they just wiped them.
That was a clean fight for All Gamers Global. So now heading into the north side of the circle, well, they're somewhat safe for now. But if this continues to shift south, they are going to be in a world of trouble as we see Bestalok and Bet Boom now dealing quite handily with the team of Valley Tai. Almost a repeat of the endgame from last game, but this time Bet Boom on top of it with the circle shift as well.
And this time Bet Boom has needs.
They have utility, yes.
That does help the situation quite a bit, but they too, of course, has to worry because right now, as you can see here, they've been able to just focus east and west because no one on the northern side has been able to look towards
Zest? What happened?
Zest, he, you know what, oftentimes it's fun, we always blame the guy that fired the bullet, but in this case, I feel like Tycon might have just stepped in front of him. But a guy that we can never forget, I was just going to say, Popo, he's been in the shack forever trying to get just some sort of points for the team, while placement points won't be there at least. He takes out Tycon, Cest falls as well, so a misclick with the Dragunov causes casualties on the side of All Gamers Global.
And that feels absolutely terrible to accidentally run in front or have your teammate knock you and then you just get flushed out of nowhere. That feels pretty bad as Phil First Mortars now starting to rain down as Phil First just trying to just finish off all gamers and get that point, and sure enough, they do. Doozy will find him.
Yep, Surti will go down and out. All gamers global will fall as now, I mean, the fights here continue. FaceClan will fall as well as Correxy goes down, as we only now make our way into placement points.
Which is insane. And meanwhile, the Freaks, Toby, have been very comfortable in their compound, just catching some circles, really not having to deal with very much of the chaos going out. But the problem now is they have Na'Vi just above them, and then even Valley Tai setting up there as we see Luke 12 taking shots. American violence here is Luke will finish flat. Well, actually, technically Aussie violence.
I was gonna say Australian more than American, isn't it? Luke, though, able to find the first one. A bit of a, I don't want to say whiff on the side of Flood, but of course caught by surprise initially. Missed a bullet or two, and that's going to allow for Luke to come out victorious in that one.
And the bottom part of the circle, and Falcons can play this ridge for now, so they're going to be okay. The bad news here, somewhat for, I'd say, Na'Vi, but realistically for KDF, is Na'Vi can take control of either side of this if they want to, and really start to put in damage in the bowl that KDF sits in.
I think Na'Vi waits up on the hillsides until they absolutely have to move, figure out, I mean, let the other players kind of decide where you're going to go. Snaker's now well aware that he has BP team on one side, but is he aware that TSM has opted to go in the other direction from behind?
Best of luck now, trying to dodge utility here, and I don't know if they're aware of the other members of Falcons, as we see Phil First going down.
One thing is for sure, once this fight probably pops off, which should be just about now.
Oh, what a turn!
That fight, okay. Best of luck, able to stand his ground with a bit of HP to work with as well. And now I was going to say, Luke, TSM, they're going to peek on over. They're going to take the fight as soon as they can. 8 kills already.
TSM have done a great job of accumulating 8 kills through all the I mean, we saw them steal quite a few kills from the knocks going up that Falcons and other members had gotten. So that's going to be a nice boon for them.
Definitely a solid performance. Relo, Roth, again, down to just them two, trying to fend off. They were a circle sender just a couple of moments ago, but I mean, even for them, the team that had all the comfort of the compound, having to push up the hillsides into this area is so incredibly difficult.
Yeah, but now 17 starting to make their approach towards TSM. Nades coming out, and Na'Vi as well has been eyeing this side of the circle, which is bad news for TSM, as Na'Vi's now really starting to come in. They see the damage going out. They see the knocks being traded. Alo still in the open, somehow still alive, finally goes down to Little Ghost.
The quick tap coming through, and as you're correctly saying, Na'Vi coming down here as well. As I said just before, let the opponents decide where you're going to go. Perfect third-party engagement by Na'Vi. They, I would imagine, are going to continue the sweep down here on this side. Alo down to the blow he goes, as TSM is down to just 2.
Falcons now starting to make their approach here towards BB team, but a quick spray will shut down Relo, and Roth not in a good position at all, stuck between all the members of Bet Boom, sitting in that smoke. Nades coming out, utility as well, trying to dodge. The smoke is gone, and that is it for Falcons.
Yep, tough position for him to try and get out
I didn't expect much.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. Because of the fights, because of the way that it kind of plays out, with the teams opting to go west rather than east, BP teams able to get all the people back on their feet, as Diffix now is able to take down one on the side of TSM. Sparking falls to his knees. 5 kills for him so far. Solid performance coming through. Luke also currently sat first place in damage overall with 577, as TSM looking to get into double-digit kills this game.
The one thing you want to talk about advantage, oh, careful, Luke, with Na'Vi, is it's their timing. It's their timing and their understanding of the space and how much they actually control, which makes them so dangerous as a young team. As a spray comes out from Diffix, just a little bit of damage on Salute, though, and now they've realized that Na'Vi is knocking on their door.
I was going to say, I wonder if Freaks are going to actively try and get out here and do some damage, but as they do, Salute's going to be found in the open. Fortunately, for Kwangdong Freaks, Hakatori is taken down in return, so Na'Vi, I was going to say, might focus on getting him up, but they're leaving him behind.
And they have to make this send. They realize that there's really not that much time. Human now trying to find a spray. He will find Sosed, and just 2 members now prone on the other side. The Molly will come out, another nice spray, and can he finish them off? He will. Beautifully played from Human and KDF.
What a hold from the Freaks. Their first 2 kills came in at about 1 minute 30 into the game onto 4AM, but now they prove that they can hold their ground once more. As this one, far from the final fight, they'll have to take this game. Valatai, of course, opting to engage in this one now too. They know that the fight took place on the western side of the compound, and therefore, with all of the Kwangdong Freaks players opting to go over there, Valitai sneaks on in.
Yeah, the fact that Valitai snuck in with those two members while all the fighting and chaos was happening around them. Good on Valitai still making it to an endgame. And they lost members early, so they've been a duo for quite a bit. Their adjustments and ability to survive cannot be understated as they now find themselves in a much safer position and can potentially get second here. Or maybe even win, who knows?
A split semifinal situation. BB Team TSM will fight, Quantum Freaks Valitai will fight, and that fight is going to start right here. Unique peeks on over, spots the first one, damage done, but can't get the knock. Nice timing by Human from upstairs.
Said there was a possibility here for Valitai to get second, but that's going to all be on the back of their last standing player. What can Latai do? I mean, Guangdong Freaks are not really giving many opportunities. They backed off with a beautiful trade sequence there just in case they needed it. Latai now getting a little bit of damage in, but not enough. And this is going to be a monumental task.
And while they'll probably go down, Valitai is being such a nuisance to Guangdong Freaks. They want to get the kills. They want to spread out. They want to get a lay of the land of what's happening to the north. And good for them, though, I suppose, that TSM and BB Team hasn't started fighting yet. Ooh, Heaven sees him, closes the door.
No, thank you, sir.
I will not take that nade, no.
And he's got the shotgun ready and prepped. One pump. Oh, behind the deployable cover. He lost track. Ooh.
Thank you, Beam, for checking. Much appreciated.
Check your corners, man. Check your deployables.
Heaven gets to live with a scare of that one. So first semi-final done as BB Team again here looking towards TSM. I think both of these two teams were hoping that the other would opt to try and somehow go in and third party that situation, but neither of them jumped on the bait. And now I think they can both comfortably sit outside the compound and go, huh, Freaks, how do you like this whole game without cover? Because we've been in this world for the last 20 minutes, and you have not.
Sucks, doesn't it? Shoes on the other foot. But that also did buy TSM some time to kind of get into the west side and settle themselves in the ridges over there. And so with that in mind, Sparking taking a little bit of a forward position, trying to find any angles that they can. Guangdong Freaks don't even have to move. So at this point, we're just waiting for Circle 9 to start to compress these teams. As I say that, Heaven with a beautiful nade lands on Spyro.
And this, I mean, indirectly is all in favor for TSM. It's all set up by TSM. Look at their positioning. They were playing much closer to the fence line than BB Team, where they had no one further north, or further south, sorry, than Spyro, which is why they force, I mean, TSM effectively forces Guangdong Freaks to go towards the east side. They get a knock on that side, and that's now going to allow for TSM to look in the direction of BB Team.
10 kills on the side of TSM. A win here would be massive for the American squad. Is still trying to control as much space as possible. They're slowly starting to be pushed towards BB Team, but BB Team still has to get a res up, and they have to make sure that they cut off these angles. Why smokes there thrown towards the side of TSM to cut off all those. And don't forget about Freaks, though. They're now starting to make their push.
Exactly, and that's the issue for TSM. They want to fully commit to BB Team, but they know that they have not dealt with Freaks, and Freaks have yet to still fully commit towards BB Team 2. So they have to respect the threat of the Korean team that's trying to leave the compound.
The problem, though, for TSM is they're very quickly running out of cover as this Phase 9 is starting to push them in. You heard that beep. Luke with not much of that jammer pack left. A flash coming through, maybe buying a little bit of time, a small window. But now Freaks as well starting to make their push.
BB Team still has 2 nades. They have to lob them towards TSM. TSM is so limited
they need to get rid
where
of
they
TSM.
can currently be playing. They have to know that they're just up on that ridge line. Nades now, though. Flashes make that coming the other direction. TSM knows they have to try and make a play, and here they go.
And somehow TSM is still alive through all of this. It's just now down to Luke. Sparking will fall. And so it comes down to Freaks versus BB Team. Sprays coming out, so Luke will find 2. What a spray!
The third almost gets the fourth as well. What a finish, what a fight. What a solid set of shots come through from the former world champion in Salute.
That was a disgusting spray transfer to get those 2 knocks onto Bet Boom.
Wow.
My goodness.
What a timing. You see them set there.